So dividing mixed numbers with negatives is very similar to multiplying mixed numbers with negatives and then adding in the dividing fractions that we did yesterday. So we're going to write down our steps and we'll do a couple of examples. So the first example that we are going to do is going to be 3 3/4 divided by 4/5. Now, based on what we know about dividing fractions and based on what we know about multiplying mixed numbers, what do you think you have to do first? Hayden?
Change the mixed number into an improper fraction.
Excellent. So step 1, change mixed numbers to improper fractions. So everyone do step 1 for me once you write that down. Alright, 3 3/4, what is it, everyone? So I have 15 over 4, and then I'm going to write divide by 4/5. These are the problems students miss the most because they're trying to rush through their steps, and I see a lot of students who accidentally do like what I call a double flip. You flip that second fraction twice, and that messes up your answer. Okay, so now once we've changed them into mixed numbers, now what should we do?
Leave change reciprocal.
You should do your leave change to reciprocal. You should do the steps that we did from yesterday. So in our notes, we're going to write number 2, follow dividing fraction steps. So follow those dividing fraction steps. So everyone needs to do the leave change reciprocal. When I leave change reciprocal, what do I get?
75.
No, when I leave change reciprocal, what should I get?
15/4 divided by
15/4, then what?
5/4.
Times 5/4. Okay? I have a lot of students who will forget to flip because they'll think, oh, I changed it to an improper fraction, so they forget to flip. Don't forget, you still have to flip. Once I do my leave change reciprocal, now what do?
Or you cross divide.
Cross cancel first. Can I cross cancel in this problem? No, so I just go straight to 15 times 5 is 4 times 4 is, and what's that called? And what do I need to change it to? 75/16 changes to what, everyone?
11/16.
Then we need to write down one more step because we did not write it down.
Positive or negative?
Not the positive or negative part. We have that part written down, but we need to make sure we need to change back to a mixed number when necessary. Okay, let's try this one. 4 2/3 divided by 1 3/4. What's the first thing I need to do?
Change to improper fraction.
Good. Change them to improper fractions for me, please, everyone. Four and 2/3 changes to what, everyone?
14/3.
What, everyone?
14/3.
And I'm going to divide that by what?
7/4.
So change them to improper first. 14/3 divided by 7/4. Now what do I do, everyone?
Leave change reciprocal.
Everyone leave change reciprocal for me. What do I get when I do leave change reciprocal? What should it say?
14/3 times 4.
What should it say, everyone? 14/3 what?
Times 4 7.
Good. Now what?
Cancel.
What can I cross cancel?
7.
14 becomes a?
2.
7 becomes a?
1.
Now what do I do?
Multiply.
2 times 4 is?
8.
3 times 1 is?
3.
And 8/3 needs to be changed to?
2 2/3.
I keep forgetting to add our negatives in. So if I made this first one, if I said that was a -3 and 3/4 divided by 4/5, what's my answer going to be?
-4 and 11/16.
Good. And then if I made both of these numbers negatives, it's a -4 and 2/3 and a -1 and 3/4. What's my answer going to be?
2 and 2.
It'll still be that positive number. Questions? The part I already told you I see students mess up on the most is that they either A, forget to flip because they changed it to improper, or they double flip it, meaning they've done like 7/4. They would have written 4/7 and then they flipped it again to be 7/4. So they are doing that flipping twice. The more you write down, the more work you show, the better off you're going to be. Questions, guys? Okay.